Did you know that Christianity, Europe's dominant faith for centuries, is seeing a surprising transformation? Across the continent, people are leaving the church pews and entering mosques. Why is this happening? Which countries are seeing the most significant shifts, and what does it mean for Europe's future? In today's video, we're exploring the top 10 European countries where Christians are converting to Islam. This is not just about religion, it's about cultural shifts, identity, and the world's changing landscape. Stay with us, because the number one country might completely shock you. But first, let me ask, if someone told you 20 years ago that this trend would happen in Europe, would you have believed it, or would you have laughed them out of the room? Let me know in the comments below. 10. Norway, the search for community. Let's begin in Norway. Known for its stunning fjords and progressive society, Norway is experiencing a subtle but growing wave of Christian conversions to Islam. Many Norwegians cite the appeal of Islam's strong sense of community and clear spiritual guidance in an increasingly secular world. Some also find Islam's teachings on simplicity and modesty refreshing in a society dominated by materialism. Think about this. In a country where church attendance has plummeted, mosque attendance is steadily rising. It's not just immigrants either, it's native Norwegians making the leap. For many, the change isn't just spiritual, it's also social. But Norway isn't the only Nordic country on this list, so stay tuned to see where this trend is even stronger. If Norway surprised you, then buckle up, because the next country on our list brings an entirely different dynamic to the table. 9. Italy, a cultural and religious crossroads. Yes, Italy. The heart of Catholicism is also seeing conversions to Islam, especially in urban centers like Milan and Rome. While Italy's Muslim population has historically consisted of immigrants, a growing number of Italians are embracing Islam. What's driving this? Some converts mention the dissatisfaction with the Catholic Church's hierarchy, while others point to the universal appeal of Islamic teachings. And here's a surprising twist. Some Italian women are finding empowerment in Islamic traditions, especially around family values. But wait, if this is happening in Italy, the home of the Vatican, what's happening in countries where Islam already has a stronger foothold? Stick around, because things are about to get even more interesting. 8. Sweden, spirituality in a secular nation. Next up is Sweden. A country often regarded as one of the most secular in the world is seeing a spiritual shift. In Sweden, Islam offers a structured spiritual framework that appeals to those who feel lost in a society focused on individualism. What's particularly fascinating here is the demographic. Many Swedish women cite the Quran's emphasis on spiritual equality and family harmony as key factors in their conversions. But Sweden is just one Nordic country. Could its neighbor Denmark be seeing a similar trend? Let's find out. 7. Denmark, the rise of interfaith understanding. Yes, Denmark is following Sweden's lead. While Denmark's media often portrays Islam controversially, the reality is that many Danes are turning to Islam after interfaith relationships or exploring the religion on their own. What's unique about Denmark is how often the story begins with education. Many Danes learn about Islam in depth at universities or through friends and find themselves drawn to its principles. Now, while the Nordics are surprising, let's shift gears and head to a country with a very different story. 6. France, home to Europe's largest Muslim community. It's no secret that France has one of Europe's largest Muslim populations. But what you might not know is that many of its new converts are former Christians. In fact, France has seen thousands of conversions each year. A significant number of these conversions are happening in the face of societal challenges. Despite debates about Islam in French public life, more and more people are finding spiritual refuge in the faith. Quick question. What do you think is the biggest reason for these conversions? Is it spiritual, cultural, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts below. Each of these countries, Germany, the UK, Spain, and more, will showcase unique stories about why Christians are converting to Islam. The video will delve deeper into cultural influences, personal stories, and statistics, ensuring the audience stays hooked until the very end. 5. Germany, a melting pot of cultures. Germany, home to Europe's largest economy, is also one of the fastest-growing hubs for religious conversions to Islam. With over 5 million Muslims already in the country, Germany's cultural fabric is evolving as more Christians embrace Islam. Many of these conversions stem from close interactions with Muslim communities, especially in cities like Berlin, Frankfurt, and Hamburg. What's particularly noteworthy is the generational shift. Younger Germans are increasingly drawn to Islam's emphasis on discipline, family values, and community, a stark contrast to the growing secularism they perceive in Christianity. Stories of young professionals leaving behind corporate hustle for spiritual clarity are becoming more common. But here's the emotional twist. For some, this change isn't just about faith. It's about finding belonging in a society that feels increasingly fragmented. Imagine seeking purpose in a fast-paced world, only to find solace in the structured practices of Islam. 4. The United Kingdom, embracing diversity. Next, we head to the UK, where religious diversity has always been part of the national identity. From London to Birmingham, the rise in Christian to Muslim conversions is reshaping the spiritual landscape. Interestingly, British women are leading this wave of change. For many, Islam's teachings on modesty, equality, and respect resonate deeply. In fact, a recent study revealed that nearly 2/3 of all UK converts are women, often citing their dissatisfaction with modern societal pressures. Here's something to ponder. Could it be that the very freedoms Western societies champion are driving people toward Islam's structure and discipline? And if you think this is fascinating, just wait until you hear about the next country. It might surprise you how personal stories are shaping an entire nation's religious trajectory. 3. Spain, a return to history. Spain's history with Islam is long and complex. Once the seat of the Muslim Andalusian Empire, the country is now seeing a small but notable resurgence in Islamic conversions. While much of Spain's Muslim population consists of immigrants, an increasing number of Spaniards are rediscovering their ancestral ties to Islam. For many, this conversion is deeply personal. Some Spaniards describe it as reconnecting with their roots, while others find the teachings of Islam align with their values around family and spirituality. Think about this. Centuries ago, Islam thrived in Spain, leaving behind architectural wonders like the Alhambra. Now, modern Spaniards are embracing the faith, almost as if history is coming full circle. 2. The Netherlands, the quest for spirituality. The Netherlands, known for its liberal values and open-minded society, is also witnessing an intriguing spiritual shift. Conversions to Islam have been steadily growing, especially among young people. Many Dutch citizens cite Islam's sense of purpose and moral clarity as key reasons for their conversions. In a society often described as too permissive, the structured spirituality of Islam provides a welcome contrast. It's almost ironic, isn't it? A country famous for its relaxed rules is seeing people embrace one of the most disciplined religions in the world. 1. Bosnia and Herzegovina, a unique case. Finally, we arrive at Bosnia and Herzegovina, a country with a long-standing Muslim population. While Islam has always been a significant part of Bosnia's identity, what's surprising is the recent rise in Christian to Muslim conversions within its borders. Here, the reasons are deeply tied to the country's history and culture. For some Bosnians, converting to Islam feels like reclaiming their heritage after centuries of external influence. For others, it's about finding peace in a region that has faced significant turmoil. And there you have it, the top 10 European countries where Christians are embracing Islam. But the question remains, is this trend a fleeting phenomenon, or are we witnessing a profound cultural shift that will define Europe's future? What does this mean for Europe's future? How will these spiritual shifts shape the cultural and political landscapes? These questions are more important now than ever. Before you go, hit that like button if you learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, where we explore global trends and their impact on your life. See you in the next one.